Yo, peace. We are recording, so please introduce yourself for those who do not know you or know you and just want to hear your name.
No doubt. What's up? Peace and blessings. This is Prance Low, or AKA Prance the Dancer, from the almighty Low Lives, from Church Avenue. I'm a representative, you know what I mean, of this dance culture and this fashion thing that, you know, we've been doing for like 30 plus years. So salute to this platform, salute to Germany, salute to Jersey, and salute to the God.
Peace, yo. Yo, man, it is an honor to be kicking it with you right now, man. Man, you don't know, big inspiration, man. And more, but even before, it's so much. So I'm gonna break it down because I don't want to get too excited. I want to make sure I give some good information, give people some good knowledge too. So I'm not just gonna jump up into my fandom.
That important content. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm a house dancer. I'm a dancer, but I consider myself more so a house dancer for category wise. But I dance all around reggae, hip hop, of course, dance. But I tune more into dance, into the house dance. Now around the world, and a lot of the dance events that they have going on currently, before Corona and everything, one video that was aired throughout a lot of the events, when they have any major events, they have videos. They air Wreck and Shop. They air that video a lot over here in Europe when they have an event and they have a video, video. Yo, let them know you came on the scene. A lot of they ask me all the time, man, and I really, I can give them my answer and my experience, but right. I like them to get your experience and the influential impact that you had on the fashion, the culture, as well as the dance. You came on the scene on Wreck and Shop and you was like, yo, we got that gold, we got that low, it's on.
Yeah, when you know me to have gold, when you know me to have all this polo, you know what I'm saying? I'm making big bucks now, I'm making money.
Yeah.
At that time of my life, that statement was a game changer for me. Especially standing on the corner of my block of Albany Avenue and Church Avenue in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. Like, at that time, I was already had 2 videos in for special ed, which is the youngest in charge from Flatbush. And he had those videos popping on Video Music Box, MTV. You know what I mean? So Ralph McDaniels, matter of fact, happy birthday to Uncle Ralph. You know what I mean? His birthday just
Ralph
passed
McDaniels,
yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, today is my daughter's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So blessings to her too. She's
happy
22.
Birthday to the fam. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in that time when I said that, I didn't know how far this documentary was gonna go, but I know whoever was gonna see it, it was gonna resonate through them if they knew me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad for the director, Diane Martell, which is a great director that did, after Wreck and Shop, did Mariah Carey, Dream Lover, and a lot of other Mariah Carey videos and a lot of other videos. You know what I'm saying? She got a Moon Man from MTV and stuff like that. So we was like her babies at the time. Cause she used to come to the club just to chill and network. Cause back then, New York City clubs was networking. Like the dancers was there, the directors was there, the casting directors was there for looking and watching who had that feel and that thing that was camera ready. Cause you ain't want to be with a whole bunch of people that couldn't get a routine or couldn't get that look they was looking for to capture the thing. Cause film and time is money in this business. So you want to be and look as professional as possible. So I knew, me being a dancer at that time, I knew I had to differentiate myself from a lot of other dancers. I knew at this time in Crown Heights and in Flatbush and in Brooklyn alone, it was a lot of, and in New York alone, I should say, respect due. It was a lot of polo collectors and a lot of heavy polo collecting going on around the city. So I said, let me pick up that garment and make that my uniform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that kind of separated me from the rest. Cause a lot of people is like, hold up, I just went to Macy's and seen that for like $200. His whole outfit is my rent. And he's on the floor, he don't care about it. He's giving people his jacket. He don't care if they gonna steal it. He's one of them type of dudes. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So that the casting director started loving that. Diane Martell started loving that. And she gave me a segment within the Wreck and Shop documentary, which went worldwide. And I'm glad you said in the Europe, they do in the dance contest, they have that there, because I know in like Japan and in the Asian market of dance, they definitely call that like the hip hop Bible. Dance Bible, I should say. You know what I mean? Because certain people that's in that that documentary has done so much for the culture. You know what I'm saying? In a heavy magnitude, with whatever they got to say or whatever movement they got to do on that black and white film, that resonated with a lot of people around the world. And that got us invitations to go overseas and do workshops and judge dance contests and see other peers that was our alike.
Yeah.
And, you know, they would say, a lot of people like their dance troupe or dance company would save up their money, get certain people over there to their dance studios, put them up in hotels, pay their airfares just to get, I guess, 3 days of 1.5-hour classes.
Yeah.
Just
even to this day.
I don't know even if it was to learn their dance style or whatever, but just have that time with them, because of seeing them so much on the documentary. They're like, nah, I gotta get close. Nah, if I gotta pay whatever just to be amongst them, just to hear their voice, just to see what they're gonna wear. Oh, I'm gonna wear my polo just to represent for that man. You see, all of that was an honor to me. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that this 30 years later, that I could still be on your platform now and chop it up with you, another time zone, about what I was doing, when a lot of people back then, a lot of my friends in them was like young and dumb.
Yeah.
But I had a plan, because I had a good upbringing from my parents and stuff like that. And they was like, yo, if you really want to do this dance thing, you're going to do it with some class and style. And once my parents co-signed my journey, I knew the rest was history.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here talking to you now.
Yo, and you know, the thing is, when that documentary came out, I didn't, you know, in the hoods all over tri-state area, it came on public television.
Yes,
that time
PBS,
I was going,
Channel 13.
I was going out to the club, so I wasn't even watching TV. I was so busy going to New York and the club trying to, you know, get my craft going. And I come home, and you know, my boys, you know, some of the people, you know, folks, some of them kind of grimy. And, you know, and we doing our thing, and I'm dancing. They're like, oh, yo, you know, I get a nickname called Clubber. You know, and I'm going up to the club all the time. I'm coming back. I'm dressing different and stuff like that. And when that video came out, it's like, yo, I seen your peeps. And I'm like, huh? Because, you know, but I know what he meant. He meant in general, what I'm doing with, you know, with the culture, what we doing for the dance. That's what he meant by
people that's on your wave.
Yeah, he said, yo, I seen your folks on PBS, yo, keep doing what you doing. You know? That's before I even put on the law. I didn't see Wreck and Shop till later on, but before I even put on polo or anything like that. Because you know, Ralph Lauren was so influential in the fashion community that everything was looking like Ralph Lauren, but it wasn't Ralph Lauren. And you know how that was. Aeropostale was out back then. Everything was like,
like Gap kind of emulated a lot of polo back then and stuff like that.
Aeropostale, all of, and then a lot of the inventors for the clothing line, they wanted to be like Ralph. So
of
that
course,
was
Mecca,
also a thing too.
all of those. Yeah.
And then, but then later on, next thing you know, I bump into a crew and we all wearing polo. But I knew later down the line, I seen the video, finally seen it. I said, oh, okay, I know where we getting this from right here. Because you inspired dancers. Even we didn't watch the video, the trend changed. And we're talking about like not just hip hop, because hip hop, of course, the low lifes was already up in New York doing their thing already. But house music, cats started coming in with polo, started rocking low all the way head to toe. My whole crew, low kids rocking low head to toe. And it was like, that was just like, it was just like something about it. It did give you kind of like a badge, like an honor, like a uniform to wear. And you're right, I lost a lot of pieces in the club.
Tell you the truth, I mean to cut your wisdom, but a lot of the people like Buddha Stretch and Peter Paul and people that was in and Peekaboo, and matter of fact, all of us was in the club scene before hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like a transition. Like after Union Square and Latin Quarters, then there was a time when dancers transitioned into the tunnel and was going to wild pitch parties and was going to the Palladium on Wednesday nights at university nights, when we all used to hang in Washington Square Park in the Village. When we all used to wear like polka dots and Zodiac shoes and Jabot jeans and blazers with ties. And on our Zodiacs, we used to steal, the Volkswagen sign, the VW, with the circle. You know how that used to be on the grill? The circle part, we used to steal the circle part and then tie those onto our laces of our Zodiacs. And be in Washington Square Park and all of these places chilling and waiting for people that was flyer slingers that used to give us like free admission before 11 to get in the club, or it's $5 and you got to buy a drink. So we used to wait there for those free tickets and take a stack and then get it to our peers, and then we used to go dancing and all of that. So before even Wreck and Shop, we was all house dancers and had that style.
Whoa, jeez.
So I wanted to let you know that, maybe in case you didn't know that and people didn't tell you. Like it, and then at that time, then Ejo and Marjorie and Brian Green and certain heads stayed on the house side, and then Stretch, Link, and Khalif and them stayed on this side. Then Ramir, Peter Paul, Prance, Marquez, Rubber Band, and other names, greats. We came on this side. So it's like we wanted to eat food on both sides, because now if you heard about a video in house, they gonna put you on. If you want to know about a hip hop video, we gonna put you on. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Marquez, before EPMD, he was dancing for Technotronics. Pump up the jam, pump it up.
Oh, shoot. What?
And then before I was dancing with Special Ed, I was dancing in the Sybil video. Walk on by. And we was doing house music. All right, you know the song.
Yeah, man.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you, the transition, it was a time when it was a fork in the road. And then certain people went house and certain people went hip hop. But we all kept in family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you would see us in house clubs sometimes chilling, getting just chilling with our peers, and then you would see them in hip hop clubs chilling with us. You know what I'm saying? So we always had that bond because we all came from that same, under the umbrella of like what you said before we even started the interview. We we dances in our heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we ain't just house dances, club dances, reggae dances, whatever. We eclectic dancers. We dance to anything and everything because it's in our soul. You know what I mean? We catch the beat off it. You know what I mean? So, no doubt.
Yo, Jules, nothing but Jules. Listen, let's go to Ziggy. That video, man.
Okay. Get the Ziggy, yeah. So this is 92. Man. We was already named Ziggy. Cause two of the group members from Ziggy was dancing for this rapper named YZ.
Mm-hmm.
Because YZ,
YZ, I know he used to put out the EPs all the time, man. He always had them hot EPs, man.
He used to come from X Clan and all of that. He from that umbrella, and before that, he from Jersey too. I think.
Yeah, why is he from Jersey, man? Yeah.
Say no more. All right, good. Because he used to deal with Tony D as a producer, and Tony D is from Jersey. I know that.
Yeah, so, him and Wise Intelligence was linked, but then they had like a little separation, a little bit of beef and stuff like that. So.
Good. So YZ at the time, he was doing his own shows, but he seen the energy me and my partner Keizo used to give special ed. So one night when he was doing shows with Ed, he was like, yo, you know any dancers? I need to, spark my show up a little. Next thing you know, I said, of course, yeah, because we already used to dance together because we was doing dance contests in the Apollo, Showtime of the Apollo. We went up there as a dance troupe. We danced to, we came out to the JBs, the JBs, you know what I mean? And then we went into Mona Lisa, Slick Rick, you know what I mean? So that up tempo at the time, but we came in second place. We didn't get booed, and we lost by this dance troupe in New Rochelle.
New Rochelle, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So and one of the sisters was Derek X from Sadat X from Brand Nubian sister.
Yeah.
So then he was there and he was like, yo, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all did y'all thing, y'all did y'all numbers, and we was bigging him up because he had just dropped Feel So Good with Brand Nubian.
Yeah.
And didn't know that after a while, my brothers from SOS, which is Talim and iTruth and my man Tim, which was SOS dancers, would dance for them later on. Well, they danced for them in one video for Brand Nubian, but then they danced for Grand Poobah after, when Grand Poobah went solo with the 411, and then he was rocking the Tommy and all of that and the low.
Yeah.
That's when my bros and them was dancing behind them. So, I mean, I ain't just giving you my history. Well, I got to give you everybody's history.
Yeah, man.
You ain't know, and you might need to take heed and grab them in these interviews because I know what you're doing, and they need to get their roses overseas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. You inspired, we were looking at the videos, especially I'm the Magnificent. Oh man, son. That was the video everyone tried. Every dancer, like you're social dancing at the time, but if you was watching that video before you go out, you had to watch that video. All the fellas go around and see what moves, even if it's just a hot second of a move that you pick out, just so you can do it. That's how influential the special ed dancers, because that was so nuanced for them.
True indeed.
You had Scoob and Scrap, you had all the others, you had Steezo rocking out, but then special ed dancers was like, yo, this is some next level. I was
gonna say that, bro. It's like it's a level to this thing too, because at that time when there was an artist with a dancer with a DJ, we just got past when people would have like Hammer changed the game for everybody. Like it was mad dancers behind artists after Hammer. Before that, it was just two dancers. So I come from the Heavy D and the Boys. I come from the Scoob and Scrap with Kane. I come from EPMD with Fendi and Marquess. I come from special ed. You know what I mean? How at that time, that's how dancers, like you said, the energy. You used to watch the video before go out to the club because you wanted that. Ooh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to get out. You know what I mean? You basically tailgate. You know what I mean?
Tighten up your moves, whatever moves that was. Yeah, and tighten up your thing, so you know you can get that.
You're ready because as a dancer, you know you started from the mirror in your living room, but then you want to have that confidence where, yo, ma, look at this, yo, cuz, look at family parties, you getting busy. Then you start elevating, you start feeling your confidence, you go into block parties. Next thing you know, now you an adult, now you can go to the club, now you can show people. All of a sudden, you got people that could take your talent, your God-given talent somewhere and say, yo, meet me at 1 o'clock, or matter of fact, 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm doing a video. You know what I mean? And I need you because I like your energy. So you starting from in front of your mirror, giving yourself that reflection like, yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go to the club. And then when you start going in front of people, you get that extra confidence where it's going to make you go in front of a camera now. And now millions of people going to see you on a video. And you ain't going to drop the ball there because now you got your 15 minutes of fame. Now you want to make that a half an hour into an hour. I'm talking to you from 30 years. My 15 minutes, I extended it to where you got a platform for me to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Overseas. I know a lot of people that started with me that they still local, if that.
Yeah.
You got to find the confidence in yourself, especially as a dancer, because it ain't too beneficial money-wise. So you're really doing this to show your God-given talent to the people and spread your gift. Because a lot of people don't got that gift. So when they watch you, they watching you because they like, yo, oh, I wish I could. Ooh, you see how
that's how it was. We was watching it. We was like that. And, you know, as time went on, you know, and even from the strides that you guys had made, especially you had made, we were looking like, yo, when, you know, that was the way to get on. If you could get on to a rapper or a singer and you could dance for them, for a dancer, this is what you push for. I danced on MTV The Grind. So that was like something like, you know what I mean? So I was, you know, blessed to be able to do that. But at the same time, I love the underground. I was watching the videos. I knew where it all came from, but, you know, I also was tunnel vision on what I wanted to do with it too. And like I said, like even now I have to give back to ones who came before me who like, yo, they laid down a lot of the foundations. Now they're lucky. The dancers are lucky now because they have the battle scene that they can, you know, get that gravitate to, and they would do something, and they're building it up. You know, of course, COVID came by, knocked it down. But, you know, Red Bull picked up a lot of stuff. They done picked up the B-boys now. Olympics done picked up the B-boys.
Yeah, that's a blessing for all. That's a blessing and a big move for all dancers. Because I remember not the last time, but probably like 2018, I think me, Marquess, Rubber Band, and Peekaboo was in Japan at the same time. And we got invited to the Tokyo Dome to see the Red Bull dance battle there. When Crazy Legs was the ambassador. Yeah. And we got to, you know, chop it up with Crazy Legs. He's seeing us out there, but he coming from the era before us, like we coming from the era before you. He coming from the flash dance era, from Beach Street and all of this. So it's an honor for us to be in foreign land together. Like we seeing like, oh, you gave us the baton. Now we out here with you. Now we give you the baton, and now you out here doing what you doing in Germany. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
And
a
this time I'm a little bit older, so
domino
we done
effect.
passed the baton over too. So this helps out with the
Early, this is
passing
what
of
I'm
the baton.
saying.
You know what I mean?
And we all gotta just build that foundation and keep it strong and keep the chain and the link, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bonded, you know what I mean? And all genres of music, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? It's not like, they just hip hop. I don't mess with them. Because if you think about it, the dance community alone, smile.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
Yeah,
small.
very small, very small.
Like, you know, we be thinking, yo, low lies, yo, 2Ls, we worldwide, ooh, but my dude, we small. Trust. A lot of things is minute when you look at the bigger picture because there's more in the world than just ITs and dance moves. You know what I'm saying? But what we do for the fashion and what we do for the dance is informative and needed. You know what I'm saying? Because dance movement is needed in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
From how you dance high pace to how Orientals do Tai Chi.
Yeah.
All movement is needed in the world for the world to, you know what I mean? So that's a great reason why we here.
Yeah. Your time in Japan, how'd you, you know, when was the first time you went over to Japan? And how was it, man? How was your time over in Japan?
Okay, my first time in Japan, shout out my man Milo that came from England that was married to I think his wife's name was Megumi at the time, and he was scouting for her because she worked for a fashion company called Men's BG in Japan. So he's in the clubs, like I said, scouting, and he sees Stretch. So he says, yo, I got a fashion show in Japan. Would you be willing to go? Da, 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 da. Got him. Next thing you know, he pulling people. He pulled my man Keizo. And then Keizo was like, nah, you know, I got a whole crew of mine, like 5 of us. He's like, yo, they here tonight? He's like, nah, just me and my man Prance. But we could get them all here, like say it's Monday, Wednesday. Because that's how the clubs was back then. You could go every night. You know what I mean? So
New York City.
When he up with us and he seen how we had routines and our spirit, our dreads, you know what I mean? All clean and stuff. He's like, nah, I need all of y'all. And then he picked up a couple of other dudes. And that was my first trip. And it was an honor because I knew Buddha Stretch from IOU dances and dancing for Houdini and doing tours already in the industry where I was like, hold up, Stretch here with me? Because he was from Flatbush too, and I'm from Flatbush. So I already knew he was an icon. Matter of fact, he graduated from the same school my daughter graduated from, South Shore High School. But anyway, yo, when I seen him, I said, oh, nah, we made it, son, we good. Stretch here? Oh, nah. we in the big time, you know what I mean? Because I already remember seeing him in videos and seeing him in them clubs and seeing him on stages and knowing what he was trying to build with his career. Like, yo, if I was this close to him, I knew I was on my way. You know what I mean? So that was my first trip overseas that was monumental and a game changer for the whole dance community, because when we came back as being basically all the hottest dancers with jackets from Japan, different sneakers. They like, yo, where you get those from? Everybody wearing Boy. You know about the Game Boy? Shit is lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm showing them new technology and shit like that. So, yo, it was an honor for that to happen. So, and then piggybacking from that with Wreck and Shop dance documentary. And then you dance with Special Ed. And then in 92, you get a record deal. And then in the Low Lives, we got a clothing line now, and then you're the brand ambassador for the clothing line of the Low Live movement with Willie Esco. And you got so clothing line that's carried on your back, because you like, after Thurston Howell, which is the general of the Low Lives, and Rack Low, which is another the godfather of the Low Lives, you got me as the third being the brand ambassador for the Low Lives right under them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, shout out to everybody that's in the movement with the polo stuff that ain't even Low Lives, like, you know, Just Blaze and stuff. Like a lot of people highly
just like the fashion, respect with the movement and everything.
And with the Low Lives too, it's a rags to riches story, because we come from as petty thieves, stealing to get our beeper bill paid, or Pampers for the kids, or whatever, to being one of the freshest gangs in New York, basically. You know what I'm saying? And we got 3 books, published books, 2 from Thurston Howell and 1 from Rack Low, which is still on Amazon right now. You know what I'm saying? So we got Bury Me with the Low on, which is sold out worldwide. Then we got An American Story, the Low Life story by Rack Low, that you could get on in Barnes and Nobles and Amazon. You know what I mean? Then we just had General Thurston Howell in Very Ralph, the Ralph Lauren documentary that was on HBO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So from coming as thieves to coming as authors and brand ambassadors, and the same people that we stole from wants to coexist with us.
Yeah, that's big, man. Yeah, definitely.
You gotta feel the blessings on that. You know what I'm saying? And basically for you, as from Jersey going over to Germany and wanting to get a couple of questions answered with Prance Low, that been doing this for like, 30 years plus, it's an honor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was wondering, in the 90s, I was coming back and forth over here because my peeps was in the military. So I was coming back and forth over here. And then, 1 year I just came over and I just had all polo, and I was like, it was like, yo, and then I just got known for that over here in Germany. But I knew where it was coming from over in the States. And I was like, just flexing on them, just having fun,
of course,
man, enjoying it, and
enjoying
the way it feels, and you know what I mean? And no like doubt. The community, like the culture, man, because it's part of the culture, man. A lot of people don't know it's part of the culture, man. We was like, it was like, yeah, man, what you like better? Would you like in Triple Fat Goose or Paul? I said, no, Triple Fat Goose was the bootleg, bro, as far as I'm concerned.
Fact.
So it was like, they was like confused. It's like, nah, man, you don't know. You showing them the way. Now you know, man. And this is the good thing. Like I said, good to have you on the platform, rocking the P-Wing.
You know why I rock the P-Wing, right?
Why?
Because Prance stay fly.
There it is.
That's what the P-Wing on. Yeah.
Right.
And the 92, because of the Toss It Up video, it's synonymous with me, and it's the highest paid collection of Ralph Lauren, I think, because of the video. And when he re-released it, it sold just as fast as the original. And the promo for Jimmy Jazz, Jimmy Jazz store
I know Jimmy Jazz
in America.
Mm-hmm.
They the Toss It Up video was their promo for the release of thing, for the release of the stadium thing. So, you know, the 92 is definitely synonymous. A lot of people started their collection in 92. So when I see certain people in the culture at certain events, they would salute me and give me my props, because without tossing it up and raking in the dough, they wouldn't even knew the culture was what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, and they even heavier than me at this time. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah,
how
man.
it
You guys
is.
solidified that, man. That's definitely, especially with them videos.
No doubt.
Yo, so currently, right now, what are you working on? What you doing?
Right now, I'm working with my brother, Uncle Nick. He's a YouTuber. I shouldn't say a podcaster. He's a YouTuber that we have this travel food vlog called Eating Good and Living Better with Prance and Uncle Nick.
Okay.
So you can catch that on Uncle Nick's channel on YouTube. And we're going around the city or the 5 boroughs to certain restaurants, and then we're eating some of their signature foods and having one of their signature drinks, and then we're rating it, and then having people come, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes like one episode, he came to my house. I made I bought the roti from, you know, Trini's, we like roti. So I bought like the roti, and then I made curry shrimp from scratch. And then, you know, with the COVID going on, so I made like 3 tonic drinks that would like kind of boost your immune. So I made a carrot juice from scratch, and then I made a Irish moss from scratch.
I
and
drink
then
a lot of Irish moss, brother.
True, you have to. Enough minerals and vitamins in that. You know what I mean? My mom's and pops from Trinidad, you know what I mean, and Tobago. So they my upbringing with good food and knowing the nutrients in the food been always instilled in me. You know what I mean? And then I made a wicked turmeric juice with some honey and ginger and garlic and paprika and stuff, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, health is wealth, man. Health is wealth.
You gotta keep healthy and strong. You gotta keep your family healthy and strong. You gotta keep everybody protected for when they go out in these elements amongst everybody else. You don't know where Tom, Dick, and Harry been. Yeah, but at least if you got that force field on you, you're good.
Yeah, definitely. Yo,
you can't just stay prayed. Good.
That's so good. So, yo, man, I guess the last question I want to ask you, man, because I think it's the very important, man. Far as fashion wise and the culture, man. One last thing you could say, why fashion? Because it's hard for me to explain to somebody all the time why the fashion and the culture. Why what is it about dressing up? Not necessarily, you know, all the fashion that we do in hip hop. You know what I mean? What's so important about that? What's the importance of it?
Well,
this is I'm speaking from a point where, like, okay, I'm a German guy. What's the big deal? Why is it so important?
What's the big deal? Why?
Why is it so important?
Say in life, it's not just dance. Appearance is important. When they tell you go to a job interview, it's all about your appearance more than even what's coming out your mouth. You know, they watching you head to toe. When you about to pick your girlfriend or your wife, you watching her head to toe on appearance. You know what I'm saying? And then when she speak, you being so close, you like, what you said, babe? Just a smell of breath. All of that is appearance. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to get close to her if her appearance ain't right. And she might not want to get close to you if your appearance ain't right. So at the same time now, when I'm dancing, I'm expressing myself. And so that makes me even more outgoing than a lot of people, because a lot of people don't like to dance in front of crowds. So I'm already a creative person. So now I just want to show you my creativity, because I'm not a cookie cutter. I'm not from a cookie cutter. And the whole dance community ain't from cookie cutters. That's why we have battles and stuff now to show that this whole culture is not a cookie cutter type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got two people going against each other with two different styles on the same genre. Because everybody ain't gonna see it the same way. Even the judges watching the battle, them three judges there, they can't see that the same way, because even them, being them, when they do their dance solos, show you that they're coming from different perspectives of dance. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the dressing comes in focus too. Like certain people feel like they good with just a t-shirt on, when they could be like, nah, son, it's winter time. You can't wear a t-shirt. You need to wear a sweater, my guy. You need to put a sweater on, because it's winter time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Or if it's springtime, you need to put on a sweatshirt, not
layers.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then in the low community, it's Flaguary right now because it's February, right? And it's the last day of it. So, you know, you want to put on.
Thank you for flexing those pieces. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You want to put on sweaters, like, and then because I'm from New York and you need legendary type of pieces and it's Flaguary, you need to represent the 9/11.
Woo! Ouch.
So when I go to the club now, and you know these is thousands of dollars I'm wearing on, but I'm sweating in it and I'm thinking and I fling it off and I'm like, yo, ain't nothing. And I feel getting busy and I'm just like, you like, ooh, I hate to love them. That's why I don't have to have the best skill in the club. But if my outfit right and I'm dancing to I'm special ed come on and I'm doing my thing and I'm getting busy, how you gonna stop me?
Yeah, feeling it, man. The feeling.
You can do the same move, but you in your, a jogging suit, sweatpants, and you just looking like you in your living room. The girl's we do it for attraction, law of attraction. It ain't nothing less than that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, man, this has been an honor, brother. This has definitely been an honor to kick it with you, bro. And flexing those pieces out there. So now you know. Oh, man.
Oh, from head to toe, too.
Woo! And the feelers. You got to understand. You got to represent. Let them know. Yo, you want to give out any shout outs, man? We gonna. Oh, I want to kick it with you again, man. This is one time. We're gonna go back and we're gonna get into a deep clothing edition. But for right now, I just wanted to touch the dancers because they seen you on the videos, you know what I mean? And they didn't really get a chance to get a little bit more from what they see.
Doubt.
And this is just something different for the community.
I hope this, matter of fact, I hope this opened up the can of worms for them to be more intrigued so we could continue
build up.
Let's build on
they're here. Bro. They're here. They're here. And we got a couple of people migrating from France and here a little bit there. Japan is on it already. Japan go hard body with it.
No doubt.
Germany, not so much. They're a little bit, a couple of cats went out, but I don't even know who those were who went out there to do the photo shoot that winter. I don't even know those. I don't even see them. So I don't really get in contact with them, but hopefully we can somehow get something together over here.
No,
like I said,
let's
and
try
then
to
you
make
can
that
come over
happen.
here.
Yeah.
We can link this up, make it a little bit stronger fabric.
Make
like
it
you said, it's not
proper.
that many of us out here. You got the
True indeed.
dancers, and then you got the low lifes, and then the people who love the low culture. So it's not so many out here. And the link up. We're doing a photo shoot in May, so I'm gonna try to get the word out for everybody in Germany that's doing it. You know what I mean? That want to represent, and probably May, hopefully.
Well, if anything, I'll give me all the information. I'll spread the good word. I'll give it to Rack, and I'll give it to Thurston, because once they get it out on their platforms, then we all off
and
to
so
the.
my thing is, I want to link up with the guys that were in Germany that went over there, and then we can solidify this a little bit more, because I was over here. I didn't get a chance to go over there for the shoot for the book. I did come over there one time, and it was like we had missed. It was the one year that was supposed to have been in the park, but it got canceled because of rain. Rack Low canceled it, switched it to another park. Me and my wife came out there. We was like up in Brooklyn, like, oh man, and we didn't know where to go, so it was crazy.
Right.
We ended up just going back down to Jersey. We was walking all over the place, so we just gave up. We went back. We wanted to make it there, and that would have definitely been something. So we're gonna try to solidify it over here as much as possible. I know how important it is to link up with people and make the culture a little bit stronger. You know, even if it's through clothing, through dance, through the all around. You know what it is. We're gonna try to make it happen. Give a shout out for those out there who you want to give a shout out to, and yeah.
Yo, first and foremost, happy birthday to my daughter, Sahai Genesis Corby, for reaching 22. You know, they say we ain't supposed to reach it to 21. She keep on going. You know what I mean? Me, myself, I was in the trenches, been through the war. Thank God, July coming up, I'm going to go reach a half a century, which is 50 years old. So, I'm looking forward to that. Peace and blessings to my lovely wife for tolerating me having more clothes than her. You know what I'm saying? Another e-take package? Another box? Another this?
It's the reverse for me. I got a closet full of polo, but then I put my wife on.
Oh, ridiculous. Yeah.
Teddy bears all over the place. Flags. I'm so jealous.
No
I put
doubt.
her on. It's horrible, bro. It's horrible.
For real. Yo, thankful my wife ain't on. I mean, budget-wise, you know what I'm saying? Thankful they ain't on. I try to get my kids on, but they just like a couple of pieces. So I'm glad for that also. So I'm only the hoarder, you know what I mean? So it's all good, you know what I mean? But other than that, definitely the creator, my moms, and definitely the almighty Low Live, my group Jiggy, special ed, my cousin Little Sean that put me on the special ed. We ain't get to talk about him, you know what I mean? But time we could talk about that.
We're gonna do this again, man. We're gonna do this again.
You already know. But yo, peace and blessings to everybody in Germany. You already know. Japan, whoever in the Zoom, kaboom.
Yo, peace, man, and salute to you.
Well,
we will kick it again, and peace.
Peace, Valley.